Hello everybody, and welcome back to NieR Replicant. I almost forgot my own intro. Like, I'm still coming down from my summer flu that I had right at the tail end of it, so I'm still not the greatest. But anyways, I have been busy. Look what I've been doing. I started the moonflower grind, and I am not happy about it. Oh man, and for anybody that has ever done this grind, which I have done it once before, to grow a lunar tier, it is a process. So while I was sick, I was planting flowers, just kind of watching them grow. Again, I don't use time manipulation, so I've literally had to set my schedule where I've checked on the flowers, did everything that I needed to do, and then just logged off for the day, and went about other things. So anyways, we are supposed to be heading to the desert, but there are more quests that have opened up, and one of them I really want to do, and then we'll head to the desert. So we're not going to dilly-dally too much today, but we will have to go back to Seafront, because there's still more for us to do. But I did do a lot of fishing as well, so there's also that. Alright, what do you got for me?
Which job should I give you
A letter
first?
to a lover.
A seafront resident has a letter for you to deliver. Maybe you should just become a postman.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wrote down the client's location on your map.
Alright, so he is in Seafront, and he tends to walk around. I ran into him on accident when I was over there doing something else, so... but this is a really good quest, which is why I want to do it before we go to the desert, just so that it doesn't get lost in things. But another reason that I was growing the moonflowers is because once we get to the desert... I wish I could meet that Kaine lady NieR told me about. I bet she's really nice. I bet she always says nice things. I wonder if that's what my mom was like. But one of the reasons that I wanted to do this particular quest, or the moonflower thingy, was because we will eventually need pink moonflowers. We will need pink moonflowers, and so that's one thing. And it is a hybrid, so we obviously have to grow other types of, moonflowers in order to get the pink ones. Pink ones you get from mixing red and indigo. Indigo is a crossbreed of blue and gold. And then if you mix red and gold, you get peach. So in order to make a moonflower, first you have to get indigo by mixing blue and gold. Then you have to get pink by mixing red and indigo. And then, once you get pink, then you have to do red and gold to get peach flowers. And then you have to mix pink and peach to hopefully get the lunar tier. And it took me about a year to get a lunar tier, because my RNG was really just that bad, so... But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at with that. But yeah, so that's what I've basically just been doing, really. I mean, nothing too crazy going on. I got some levels, I made a crap ton of money fishing, but that's really it, so. And of course, these guys are getting easier to kill because we're now level 12. But yeah, I didn't get any pink lunar or pink moonflowers in that batch that you saw back in the garden, so I'm just waiting for them to turn into seeds so I can collect the seeds, and then I'll try again to get some pink. So it is kind of a bummer that we didn't get any, because usually I get at least one, but again, my RNG, it's not really that favorable. So, also, Title 2 update is up on Monster Hunter. I've already been playing it. I tried to record it, but the optimization for PC and just the connectivity, like, it's bad, man. So I'm going to have to re-record it, do some finagling to get some cutscenes in there, or at least summarize what you missed in the cutscene, to show off the Title 2 update. But I will eventually upload it. I plan on recording it probably tomorrow. I don't really have time today, because I do have places to go. I have places to go, things to do. I am very busy. So I would have recorded sooner, but alas, like I said, this summer flu took me out. Hello.
You seem to be in good spirits.
Oh, I am. My new flower shop is already far more successful than I ever dreamed.
Really? Well, great.
I was in trouble before, but I think I've got a good foundation here. In fact, I want to ask my girlfriend in the area to come live with me here. It's the least I can do after all I put her through. The only problem is I don't really have time to go all the way over there. So I was thinking of sending a letter instead.
Sounds like it's time sensitive. Want me to deliver it for you?
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Oh, he is sure. This lad loves nothing more than meddling in other people's affairs.
Excellent. Well, my girlfriend lives near the chief's house. Give her this Phrygia with the letter, okay? I really wanted to give her a lunar tear, but as I'm sure you know, the whole reason they call them legendary is that they're so hard to cultivate. But I did manage to cultivate a Phrygia. She's always liked Phrygias, so I guess things turned out for the best.
Cultivating lunar tears must require a remarkable amount of
Yeah,
work.
they do.
Yeah, even so. It's nice that guy works so hard to be able to invite his girlfriend out to join him.
Alright, and we don't have anything from the fishing guy.
But who can say if said girlfriend honestly wanted to wait?
What do you mean?
Surely the woman desired to live with him, did she not?
Well, probably, yeah. But he wasn't able to make it happen. That's why he left her in the village.
It would have been difficult, yes, but perhaps preferable to a life of solitude. Why did they not think about how much time and distance would separate them?
It doesn't matter anymore. They'll be able to see each other just fine soon enough.
Let us hope this is the case.
Like I said before, Brother NieR is the optimist here. You know, he's always positive and hopeful, and Vice is more of the realist. So he's just like, he basically left his girlfriend somewhere else, and now he wants them to be together, but maybe the girlfriend's not into him anymore. So, and then Brother NieR's like, no, they'll be together, it's fine. And I think that's what makes these quests kind of so alluring, because you're seeing the two sides of the coin, right? You're seeing the optimist and the one playing the opposite, you know, basically saying, well, I don't know. And it kind of leaves you guessing, right? You know, you kind of end up picking a side, and then you're just waiting to see if that's actually true. So now we do have to go all the way to the Eyrie, which is fine, because maybe we can get an eagle egg. I mean, that's the, you know, the optimal, you know, thing. And then afterwards, after we turn in the quest, there at Seafront, then we'll just go straight to the desert. Because that is going to be a long section in and of itself. But yeah, honestly, I didn't really do too much else. I thought that I would take time and like grind out some materials to upgrade my weapon, but honestly, until we get into the second half, like, there's not a lot of... I mean, I could grind out the materials, but again, just with RNG and stuff, it's more annoying than what it has to be. I am not gonna kill this guy again, I'm honestly just gonna ignore him. I just want the materials around him, so... Yes, we know, you exist. And he's like, nah, let me at him. Love her. She's feisty. And she does a good amount of damage, too. Like, honestly, if we just left Kaine to it, she could take him out on her own. Then we could totally cheese it that way if we wanted to, but it would take too long. And it's not even worth it. He really doesn't offer as much experience now that I'm level 12 as what he might used to. Alright. And then once we're in the field, I'll just take the boar all the way to the Eyrie. I won't bother picking up everything there. It's just I tend to pick up everything on the way to Seafront, just because they have, like, logs and some better materials. So... But yeah, I mean, I told myself that I was gonna, like, grind for an eagle egg, and I was gonna do some other stuff, but whatever I had, like... And no, it wasn't COVID. I already got tested for that, but, whatever I had, it was rough. It was really rough. Like, really just took everything out of me. And I couldn't even play video games, honestly. Like, even last night, trying to play Monster Hunter, I was just ready to go to bed. Like, that's pretty much where I'm at today. I'm just ready to go to bed, but I was like, no, I gotta record something, you know, it's been so long. So... Out of my way, sheep. Out of my way, shade. Out of my way, other shade. Out of my way, sheep. I don't even have to hit him. I'm just being a dick. But that is the fastest way to travel. Plus we could do with more bat materials. Let's see. The This is already a bad sign because there's this right here. But we did need more iron ore, so I mean, I can't be too mad, I guess. That thing. That thing. Now the only problem is, like, if there's gonna be an item up here, then we're just fudged for that eagle egg. And, no, it's clear. So there should be something. Unless we missed something. And we should be able to see it. Is there an item there? Yes. Good enough for me. This place really does creep me out, though. The Eyrie is the creepiest. Like, I would never in a billion years live in the Eyrie. Like, maybe if I was if I'd been born in the Eyrie, I wouldn't be like so scared of heights. But as someone that is terrified of heights, like, I couldn't do it. Like the ladders and just. Plus, I'm a sleepwalker.
It's all over. That poor girl.
That poor girl. Oh, so now they feel bad for Kaine? Jerks. Eagle egg? Ah, fuck.
You bring death to this village.
I don't.
I never dreamed I'd see such a monster.
Okay, it said she lived near the chief. So she must be one of the houses up there.
Kaine.
We're powerless on our own.
Kaine could have led a normal life if not for those terrible shades.
You can't sympathize with her now just because she saved your village. Like, you guys shouldn't have been jerks to begin with.
Good to see these people are as positive as always.
Yeah, no kidding.
Kaine's a good person. Once you get through all the weirdness.
Uh-huh.
This must be the place the florist was talking about.
You think she stepped out?
Perhaps she moved. It doesn't look like this house has been occupied for some time.
Well, no point hanging around. We'd better go back to town. Shame she wasn't there.
Indeed.
Yes, you were right, Vice. They should have stuck together.
I find it difficult to determine who is right at this point. In any case, we had best return to him.
And I like how Vice, like, for all of his realism, basically admits, like, hey, I don't know if I'm right or not, you know, like, that's just how I think, but obviously he sees that Brother NieR also has some points, you know, he just, and, whoa, owie, you're a jerk, ugh, that hurt. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. I'm stronger now. And there are going to be some quests that will not unlock until you are a certain level, which is why you want to, like, level up and obviously, like, come back to certain things. Are you serious? Okay. What the? I can't kill this thing? What the fuck? It's too strong for me? That's no good. There we go. Obtained a pressed freesia.
The shade had a flower?
This is a freesia, the same flower we were delivering to the woman.
Uh-oh. Maybe his girlfriend was attacked by a shade.
complex machine. Always with the bad news, man. Always with the bad news. But we did get a complex machine. The machines are going to be needed to upgrade a lot of our weapons. So you want to get all the different types of the machines, and they're dropped by larger shades. Today Popola sent me a new book, blah blah blah, should we have already seen that one? I feel like the last time I played there was just so much more variety to the books that to the notes that I was getting. But maybe I'm just remembering it wrong because I played it for so long, I just basically got a whole bunch of different ones. So, it's hard to say when you've played this game for as long as I have. Alright, back to Seafront. And off to the desert. Yeah, I've noticed that people have kind of fallen off with watching my NieR Let's Play. I'm definitely not getting the numbers I thought I would get, considering how many people wanted me to play it. The problem is that if you don't really tell me, I guess give me advice on what you like to see, I don't really know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. I don't know if people want shorter videos, I don't know if they want me to stick more to the story, I don't know if they just are wanting me to make a summary video. I know a lot of people have requested that I do a, like, overall NieR timeline, and I might. You know, that is something that I might actually do. However, I don't think people realize how complicated that is. I know other people have done it, but these are people with a lot more time and a lot more budget, you know, and a lot more experience than I have with making videos, you know, so it's not like I wouldn't want to do it, but I would have to go back and re-download a lot of footage and, you know, from my channel, and I would have to do a whole lot of stuff. That would include playing some games that I haven't really beaten before. So there's that. Not that it's not something I couldn't do. I've already had people asking me to play Drakengard because clearly they want me to hate myself. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so it's just like people wanted me to play Replicant, and here's the thing, this is Replicant, and there's a lot to it, and like I said, you know, if you want me to play a game that you have to beat 5 times, I'm going to do everything in the game I possibly can, especially when everything kind of gives you a small piece of a bigger picture, you know? That's why these games are so special, because they take that sort of time and that sort of care. If you were wanting a silent playthrough, like NieR Reincarnation, I apologize, but there's not enough. I guess the editing would be way too long. It would take way too long in order to edit it so that it could be a silent playthrough. I would have to, you know, obviously take out the chunks of grinding and travel and things like that, and split it up way differently than I had.
So? Did she get the letter?
I'm sorry, but she wasn't home. And on our way back, we were attacked by a shade that dropped this.
It's a Frisia. Do you think... No, she's alive. I know it. And I'm going to keep living my life for her.
I see.
I'll stay here and keep the business going. After all, you never know when she might come back.
He gave us a lot of money. That is a ton of money. Obviously, I feel bad for the guy. He's clearly in denial. But what are you gonna do?
Care for some... Thanks for...
Yep. I need to buy more bounty fertilizer, but I'll wait. But yeah, I made like 80k just fishing. So that was nice. Alright, now we can go to the desert. So we're just gonna go ahead and hop on the boar. Normally I would collect all these materials, but you know what? I'll do that later. I have all the time in the world to go pick up stuff. You know? I'm on my way. Out of my way! Hiya! Okay. Because I know you guys don't want to wait. You want to see the story. I am excited to head to the desert. Not. The desert is one of the only places where I'm not, like, thrilled to go there. Only because of the scorpions. So this is where you're really gonna need your antidotal weeds. Because the scorpions are poison. Everything's poison. There's scorpions, there's spiders, there's the whole trial thing we gotta do. That's gonna be good times. It's gonna be real good times. So should be interesting. Plus, like I said, the desert's the area that my sister saw. It's the only part of the game she's ever really seen. And she ended up dubbing it the sad game. So, the desert, at least, not right now, but it has its moments, you know? Oh, I got the hiccups. Help. But yeah, I've downloaded a couple other games that I really want to play for you guys that are shorter, just to kind of switch things up a bit. I know I have to get back to Pokemon False Red. Like I said, I am going to be doing the Monster Hunter Title 2 update stuff, so there's that. I also need to figure out my live streaming schedule, because I do want to stream. So I'm just going to say this now. Memberships are available on the channel, and you obviously don't have to take them up for any reason. However, if you do, you get to join my Discord, and we can play games together. We can play Minecraft, we can pick some other multiplayer game, you know, like web fishing. I have a few of them that we can team up on and we can play together. And I think it'd be really fun actually, especially like Monster Hunter and stuff. I think it'd be really great. So... Alright, off to the desert we go! I actually really love the desert music, though.
So, what's Facade like?
It's strange. Let's just leave it at that.
Stranger than a boorish young woman who battles monsters in her undergarments.
Let's go.
We don't have the map for this area yet, so... Oh yeah, there's lots of wolves out here too. Wolves are gonna be like the main thing that we freaking hunt. And I just remember they pack a punch.
Wolves! Look out!
What the fuck? Ooh! It's a wolf shade.
Wait, they're leaving.
That one appears to be the pack leader.
Is no one gonna mention that it was a shade? Is no one gonna bring it up at all? Like, that's not important? Thing is I'm not seeing the scorpions yet. I know that they usually... maybe they spawn after we go to the desert. Or after we go to Facade. Because we are in the desert, duh. Is that an item? No. The desert does have a lot of items that we can make use of. The desert is actually one of the biggest areas where a certain shade enemy will spawn in the second half of the game that drops like a special bangle, and I could never get those damn things to drop. And it almost seemed like not even worth it grinding those out. Like, oh, it was so bad. That's why I never totally maxed out the stuff.
The gate is sealed tight.
Well, great. Guess we're not getting in.
Where is she going?
오! 아니 가인의 같아! 킷! 와리라! 옮긴다!
You know these guys, Kaine?
Not exactly.
She knows him well enough. And this is Facade.
A while back, I saved a local kid from a pack of wolves. Ever since, this town's welcomed me with open arms. Gotta be a pretty screwed up place if they let me in, huh? Anyway, I don't understand a word they say, so don't get too excited.
Hey, what's up?
The king lives in the big building. Figure out the rest for yourself.
What about you?
I'll stay here. I hate crap like this.
I don't know whether to thank you or wish you ill. I suppose a quick stroll about town is in order.
Mm-hmm.
The language they use here is pretty crazy. So, good luck with that.
It's alright. Hello, how are you?
What are they saying?
Fascinating. They speak a language I have never before encountered.
I feel bad that I can't understand them.
You could speak 1,000 tongues and still fail if you lack knowledge of another's culture.
Come on, Vice, help me out already.
I am a brilliant book of unspeakable value, not some dog-eared travel guide.
So we have to get to the castle.
I'd wager that huge structure is the king's manor.
How do we even get there?
With willpower and smarts, my lad.
It's alright, I know how to get there. Don't worry. Yeah. We're going to take the ferry. The ferry is the
we're
easiest
just
way.
going in circles here.
We just started. What do you mean we're going in circles?
If only we could speak to the locals. I've no doubt we'd have little trouble reaching the king's manor. We'll just have to suss out a route on our own.
It's fine. We can get there. Look, easy peasy. We're right in the sand. Also, those of you that have played NieR Automata, you will have heard the name Facade before. So, for those that have never played Replicant but have played Automata, especially in a certain desert region, if you've done all the side quests, then you have heard them mention Facade. So, there's a little lore for you. The desert in Automata is supposed to be the same place where the ruins of Facade is, so... At least that's what they say, but the desert seems a little bit too small to me. Alright, here we are. Let me in, please.
No entry, it would seem.
And after we finally made it all this way...
This is pointless. Let us go back.
Return to the town entrance, yes. Because we can't do anything until we speak their language, so... Alright. Aww. Help her out. Here you go.
Ho ho, look. This one lacks the power of speech. Perhaps she can communicate through gesture. Let me see. Thank you.
Aww.
You're welcome.
I am Fira.
Aw, I love Fira so much.
Do you need help?
Yes, we came here to talk to your king. But it turns out we can't actually talk to anyone.
I can guide you? Oh, she will act as our guide. How fortuitous. But first, I must explain this town.
We really just need to see the king.
No, there are rules to follow.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules.
Follow me. Well, there you have it.
I love Fira. Cutie patootie. The way she runs, though, is kind of ridiculous. She just makes this noise the entire time. This is an item shop. All shops and houses in the city must abide by the following rule. Rule 106, do not live on level ground.
Rule 106?
We have many rules.
Is Rule 106 the reason for your labyrinthine system of staircases?
Yes, that is the rule.
Well, I suppose eccentric people deserve an eccentric town.
Yeah, she has to guide us all over the town first, and then we're finally able to understand these people, and then we'll be able to go from there. This is the Sandskiff dock. Rule 115,017. You must view the town by ship before purchasing any items.
Oh, come now. What could possibly be the point of such an absurd rule?
I don't know. It's a rule that was in place when I first came here, not a new one.
Hold on. Your people are still making rules?
Yes, I heard that we passed Rule 124,046 earlier this month.
Of all the idiocy, I could never live in this city.
Time to view the city by skiff. Wee. How scenic. We look so relaxed, don't we? I wonder if that would actually be like a smooth ride. I mean, obviously this is like a quicksand. So like, I wonder, I don't know, would it be nice? Or would it be bumpy? Or what? You know? It is a really cool city, though. Alright, this is the grocery. This is where we can get a pumpkin. Rule 11,034. You must live at a level appropriate to your position.
Ah, so the aristocracy lives in the top levels, while the commoners subsist below.
Yes.
Seems like a rather unpleasant rule for those on the bottom. Does this girl plan to drag us about the entire town in this fashion?
She's just following the rules, Vice.
No. We'll keep with her tour. I don't think I skipped her tour last time either, because I felt like it would start me all over again if I did. Plus, she's such a sweet girl. Like, Fira's the best, okay? We love Fira. Plus, like I said, there's rules, and we have to follow the rules. We're good people, and we follow the rules. You know? I say this, and my dogs are squeaking their toys in the background. We probably won't get to the temple today. But I'm not sure. Alright. Fira! What's this? Even though I know what it is. Look at those items. This is a Strange Things store. So the Strange Things store, they have surfboards, stop signs, caution signs, yield signs, no parking signs, no left turn signs. So these are all, they have a manhole cover. So these are all things from the modern world.
A Strange Things store?
Yes, a store that sells strange things.
Such as...
I don't know, the things are so strange. No one's sure what they do.
Yeah, that is pretty strange.
I don't know why they have so many surfboards, though. I think, like, one of the times that I did this, I think Fira, like, bugged out, but I wasn't sure. So, it's okay. My dog came up to get attention. I just had to give him a bath today, so she's probably not very happy with me right now. Man, we're just going right around again. I was kind of hoping the tour was done. Alright, now where to, Fira? Oh wait, we're probably gonna go to the castle. Duh. Haven't done this in a minute, so I kind of forgot. No, we went past the castle. Fira, where are we going? Oh, we have this shop. Duh. Alright. Right, this is a store that sells raw materials. We use these materials to make masks. Rule 12, do not neglect your mask. If you want to live here, you must have a mask on at all times.
Yes, I was beginning to suspect that. It would seem we are impeding progress.
Well, I would have moved. Seems we're impeding progress. I was gonna move! There's actually a weapon story that has to do with Facade. And I believe... I forget if it was in Automata that I read it, or if it was here that I read it. Once we upgrade our weapons a little more, I'll go into the weapon stories, because they do tell stories that are relatable to the NieR universe, obviously. And sometimes they give away stuff. But there is a weapon that has to do with Facade, and how it came to be. What the people were like before they became this desert-dwelling, you know, society. And it's actually pretty interesting. So I'll have to find that, and I'll have to read it sometime, because it's fascinating stuff. But the summary of it is that the people were all like corporate business people, and they just kept making rules all the time, until they kind of forgot what they were making rules for. This is a weapon shop. This concludes your tour of the city. Thank you for your patience. I will now guide you to the King's Manor.
Thanks.
These rules are enough to make a sensible man reach for the noose. I don't know how you survive in a place with so many inconvenient prescripts.
It's not so bad. Although I used to ask the same question, and then someone told me, rules do not exist to bind you. They exist so you may know your freedoms. When I look at it like that, they don't bother me.
You're a good citizen, Fira.
She is. She's the best. She's the best.
It would seem we are...
I'm not trying to impede progress. But yeah, so essentially these people were like corporate businessmen and women, and essentially they just kind of like, they started simplifying their speech because, you know, it wasn't as efficient, and then they kept coming up with rules in order to keep being more efficient, and essentially this efficiency, like, it totally controlled them to the point where they didn't know how to speak anymore, and they didn't know how to act anymore, and they kind of like de-evolved, honestly, like devolved due to this sort of lifestyle, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it was pretty bad. And so Facade's kind of a relic of what was. And now there's a new man up here. There we go. This is the King's Manor. However, we have no king now.
You have no king?
Our king was stricken with a foul black illness and so passed away. His son, the prince, now rules this land.
The Black Scroll.
This is the prince's royal advisor. He would know far more about these things than I.
Thank you. All of this touring has been helpful for understanding your language. I believe I will be able to speak with this advisor myself.
That's actually really cool.
We need to talk to the prince.
I'm afraid the prince is not taking outside visitors at present. I would appreciate it if you could come back another day.
My patience for this kind of thing has long ago evaporated.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, Fira. Let's go back to Kaine for now.
back on the skiff we go. I was kind of hoping that it would completely teleport us, but, you know, I guess not. But we can go get our pumpkin, and then we can go back to, Yona. And then once we go back to Yona, then we can start on the side quest for the desert, so... But we will have to do the temple another day, because the temple is about an hour and something itself. It's really, really cool, though. So I am definitely looking forward to that. But this game does take a long time, so you just gotta be patient. It's a long play for a reason, you know? Go on, Fira, use your little legs. But yeah, and some people have mentioned to me they want me to play NieR Gestalt, so they essentially want me to play through the Papa NieR version, because there's only 4 endings to that. That is still a lot of work, but if people demand it, I will probably play it kind of like on the sides. But yeah. Alright, Fira, you all good? I think she has to talk to Kaine, so that's why I'm kind of following her. So... Yep, there we go. Oh my gosh.
Slow down, I can barely... The
person
who saved me. Surely you don't mean Kaine. Kaine helps you. This foul-mouthed hussy.
Piss off, book. You guys done or what?
Hey, did you hear the news? The prince is missing. The word violation of Rule 83,348.
What's going on?
The prince is gone, and according to Rule 83,348, we have to start looking for him right away. No, you don't get it. The prince went missing in the Barren Temple. What? But Rule 50,527 states that only nobility may enter the temple. That means we can't go look for him. But what about Rule 83,348? What about Rule 50,527?
Why'd they make a bunch of rules that contradict each other?
This is their way and their system of laws. As outsiders, we have no say in the matter. Now come, we should be off.
I'm going to save the prince. No, you can't. Have you forgotten about Rule 50,527? Oh, screw the rules.
That rule only forbids your people from entering the temple, right?
Huh?
So why not ask an outsider to save your prince?
Oh, and what luck. We just happen to have an outsider who can't stop meddling in the affairs of others right here.
But the only ones who can enter the temple are...
I'm going to. Fira told me about Rule 1024. You know that one, right? Rule 1024. You must honor the request of any outsider owed a debt. That's how it goes, right, Fira?
Why did I ever agree to travel with such a pack of do-gooders?
Let's move.
Thank you. You're welcome. So Kaine's gonna go out. I believe we can now buy stuff, and I want to see what we can get. So we have this place. Yep, as per Rule 7,545, I will hereby engage in the trading of general goods. Alright, so we want the desert map, and we want the facade map. I'm not gonna grow a watermelon, but he does have the bounty fertilizer that I want, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get 25 of those. I thank you in the name of the rules. Yep, you're welcome. Okay, now we need to go to the grocery. I'm not getting back on the skiff. Also weapons. Alright, Earthworm's Claw. Nice. I will take that. There's a bunch of different weapons, so let's check out Earthworm's Claw. See if it's better than the weapon we got. Probably not. Beast Bane is 172. Yeah, that would take us down to... Beauty Tales. That would take us down to 142. Plus we need scorpion parts in order to to basically make it stronger, to upgrade it. But yeah, I feel like traveling this way goes a lot quicker than traveling on this skiff, but maybe it's just me. But yeah, I want to get that pumpkin. It's not a watermelon, I need a pumpkin. Do I need a watermelon too? I'm just gonna get 2 of those. And I'm gonna get 1 of those. What do you want? Would you lend an ear to my problems, traveler?
What's up?
My daughter's birthday is coming up and I want to cook her something special. For Rule 8614 states that parents cannot purchase food for their children's birthday feasts. Would you be willing to help me? I guess. What do you need?
For something like this? Of course.
Thank you so much. I need you to bring me 10 round, striped food objects. I'm sorry, but Rule 27,229 states that when sending someone on an errand, you cannot state the name of the item you want them to buy.
Oh, that's a crazy rule. But if I manage to figure it out, I'll be sure to bring it to you.
These rules are absolutely preposterous.
She needs 10 watermelons.
That person cannot even tell us what they wish us
to buy. Yeah, I know. Vice, you're fine.
It's no big deal.
Come now. This must bother you.
No.
Sure, a little. But I trust they have a reason for it, even if we don't understand.
That is a very broad-minded thing to say. Are you feeling well?
That was almost a compliment.
Almost.
Are these watermelons what you were looking for?
Yes, thank you so much.
Great. I hope you can make your daughter something tasty.
Oh, she loves watermelon cake more than anything. Now please take this reward. Nice. Okay. Now that that's down, this guy sells raw materials. Let's see what he got. Crystal, clay, amber, wool, and wolf hide. Nice. That's actually not bad. It doesn't help with some of the other things we might need later, but it's a good start, especially with like the amber and stuff. So I'm not gonna complain. This place has some really interesting side quests. As interesting as far as like dramatic, I guess. Not like sad, but kind of funny. So there's like a cheating husband we'll run across eventually, and he wants to like win his wife back. And divorce must be freaking illegal or something, because like this woman stays with him, even though he's like the worst. Alright, Kaine, let's go. Let's leave. But I want to go take Yona her pumpkin though, because we only got like 10 more minutes and some. Well, I guess we don't really get the choice, huh? Let me show you the way. You'll need my guidance to get through the sandstorm. Okay. I'm waiting for Vice to be like, you are impeding progress. That's fine, we'll do the temple first. We'll probably have to cut it up into a couple sections, but at least we got Yona her pumpkin. I just wish, like, there was a general rule in gaming that your character should be able to have a follow function, where they can just follow the NPCs and you can kind of break away at will, but that you ultimately go the same speed as them. That would help a lot in so many situations. But it is nice, now we have the map, so now that we have the map here, we can actually, like, see where we're going. The Barren Temple actually isn't even hard to get to, so why Fira has to guide us is kind of silly, considering the fact that it's really not that hard to get to. But you know, it is what it is. There are a couple different sections of this sandstorm that you can go through, and they each have like something in them, but like honestly, you're not gonna get lost in the sandstorm. At least I don't think so. Then watch me get lost. Come on, Fira, I want to eat a salad and go to bed. You're impeding my progress. No, she is really cute. I can't be mad at Fira. So Fira, fun fact, is actually, she's not originally from Facade, obviously. She came here very young, and she's well loved by the people. Like, they really love her. She's a really good kid. She's got a good heart. So, I will guide you through the desert. Please stay close to me. I mean, I am. But yeah, the sandstorm doesn't even really, like, hinder you. Like, it doesn't mess with your map or anything like that. Like, you can see. I want to go get that item, but we can't really walk away from Fira right now.
Beware the wolves.
It's fine. Hey. Where'd they go? Oh, there he is. Hey, ow, 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 ow. I forgot that they can cling to you like that. That's why you want, like, longer items or longer weapons.
Stay close to the girl now.
I'm trying to. But yeah, we could have already been to the Barren Temple, but because we have to follow Fira, like, that's kind of the issue here.
Keep a keen eye on your surroundings.
I hate how it zooms out
Fira
too.
sure is brave, isn't she?
She is very brave.
With such a minuscule body, she seems to possess almost boundless stores of energy.
Well, I bet them wearing those masks and stuff really helps with sandstorms too. So it obviously keeps the sand from blowing in their eyes and stuff, and you know. But man, would it be hot though. Like, you'd probably build a tolerance to it, but unless there was some sort of ventilation, like, you'd be suffocating in those masks. Depending on what they're made of. They look to be made of wood, so that would also be really heavy, depending on what kind of wood it is. Not sure what kind of wood you're really gonna find in the desert anyways. But yeah, she takes us this really long way to this temple. Come on. There's a couple different times that we'll have to come to this,
Look out!
this temple.
This girl. Stay close to the girl now.
I'm working on it. But I also want to scrap for these wolves. Although I can get them later, but still. I waited for Vice to be like, you're impeding progress. Desert sections are hardly ever worse than water sections, so, you know, this could be worse. It could be a water temple. But it's not, so we're good. Alright, and here we are. Barren Temple is just ahead. Oh, and one more thing. Barren Temple map. Aw, thanks. This is as far as I can go.
Thanks for your help.
Best of luck to you, Fira. This episode might just be longer just because I don't think there's a save area right in there. Oh yeah, I love this music too. I love that mural, and it's always like made me think. Like, I don't know, I'll have to, we'll definitely have to look into that mural a bit more. So obviously these doors are locked by magic. So what is this gonna tell us to do? And now we're closed in. All of the following actions are prohibited in this room. Leaping rabbit.
What was that supposed to mean?
So essentially, we have to get through this room without jumping, which is fine. It's not impossible to do. It's just annoying. Whoa. Oh. My weakness is always puzzles. It's fine though. Alright, so now we just get rid of those. Cleared this room. O Master of the Trial, it is time to devote yourself to the next rule.
Ah, what a bother.
I wonder what this prince is like.
The man is tasked to protect his people, and yet he's made them toil to save him. I think that tells us everything we need to know.
What does it? What exactly does it tell you?
That he is an incompetent fool.
What did you say? Okay, we can't go through these. Oh, it did. It unlocked. Okay. Alright, what rule is this? How dare you insult me?
Where did you come from, boy?
I am no boy. I'm the 93rd Prince of Facade. He's adorable.
Wait, seriously? But you're just a kid.
You're one to talk. You're hardly older than...
Huh?
What?
It's aliens. What is this thing? They're both like, what the fuck? That's not good. He's adorable. Following actions are prohibited in this room. Leaping rabbit and stationary owl. So we can't jump and we can't stand still.
That was unusual.
Come on, we have to help him.
Or we could simply pretend we didn't see him instead.
Yeah. Master of the Trial, it is time to devote yourself to the next rule. Prince, where did you go, Prince? Alright, side scrolling. Whoop whoop. Yep. And these sink. So you better be good at platforming, just saying. Alright, time for the next rule. What is it? This probably will say no magic. No leaping rabbit, no magic, I bet you. Alright, what is it? Oh, we have to walk. Racing wolf, evasive mouse, and magic spewing bat. So, no magic, no dodging, and no running.
God damn it! This shit's starting to piss me off!
No magic! No magic!
Tiny!
Oh. Okay, aliens.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Let me go. Let me. I'm gonna kill you when I get out of here.
I assume we'll have to find her as well.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, so we have to be patient. Oh! That was too fast?
Sorry, what now?
Yes, we have to play by the rules.
Ow. I know what it is. We just got too close, that's all. No, don't walk forward, you idiot. He walked forward on his own. Oh, I ran. Shit! This is the one that always gets me. Because walking is actually really hard. Okay, now stop. Okay, now go. We're gonna wait. Okay. Wait. Oh no! Ugh. Alright, it is actually easier if we do it this way. If we go close to the squares, then it usually is easier. But I also believe we can walk behind them. Damn it. Fuck! Oh, kill me. This is the one I hate, because walking is so annoying. And we can't use magic. And we can't dodge. No running. Oh, but we can jump. I knew it. I ran. Fuck. Ugh. Okay. Can I just jump the entire time? Or is that running? No! I had a method! A method! Alright. We're gonna wait for our gap. What? Why? Why? Can I just not double jump? Because that's considered dodging? There's no gap. Okay, thank God. That's too much. There was an item here. Yep. crystal. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This is where I came from, isn't it? Or are we on the other side of the mural? Oh no, that's where we came from. I'm not going in those other rooms. There's no need for me to go in those rooms. Right? Right. So we're just gonna see what's down this hallway. This should be good enough. Damn it. Ugh. Alright, so I guess we do have to go in that one room. Fine. What is this one? No blocking and no magic. Okay. That one's easy. That one we can cheese. Easy peasy, easy peasy. We just couldn't push these blocks. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it meant by protected turtle. Alright, now what's this one? No evasive mouse, no magic spewing bad. So no magic, no dodging. Oops. It's fine. All right. I just did that one. So we can go in here now, right? Oh, that door won't open. Oh, this one. Did we already do this one? No. This one will let us use magic, though. I know it will. No blade-wielding tiger.
This barrage of rules shows no signs of slowing.
Easy, Vice. We need quiet or we're gonna mess this up again.
These masked folks certainly enjoy their bizarre customs.
I wonder what drove them to make such complicated rules.
There we go. Nice. More platforming. I don't even know why I went for that one.
I'm covered in sand.
Take care before all your health is lost.
I'm fine. I just did a rookie mistake. I just made a rookie mistake, that's all. Alright, let's make some progress. Not a lot, but some. Always make sure you look everywhere and break every box, because there could be goodies. No evasive mouse. Gotta keep my hand off the block button because otherwise I will use it. There we go. Oh wait, there's more. Damn. Whoa! Shit. I forgot about this guy. Oh, but we can use magic! Duh. That's dumb of me. Thank you for the complex machine. Can I go through here now? Yes. Good, 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 good. Alright, so even though I want to show you the boss, we are going to go ahead and wait on that. So anyways, leave a like if you like the series and if you want to see more. Of course, feel free to discuss NieR in the comments section down below, but do include spoilers for NieR Replicant, as people might have not played it already. Like I said, memberships are available if you want to ever play a game with me or if you want to join my Discord. And of course, just a nice subscribe is gonna work for me as well. You know, I like making videos for you guys and I like playing games for you. So anyways, thank you guys so much for your continued support, especially while I've been sick. I'm still sick and kind of brain foggy, but I'm happy to kind of start getting back into it. So thank you guys so much. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, ciao you guys!